All right, so welcome to this video. In today's video, we'll be solving radical and rational equations. Okay, so what are rational equations? So rational equations are simply equations that are in the form of a fraction. So you can see all these equations that are here, okay, they are in the form of a fraction. Okay, so meaning that when we'll be solving them, we are going to be applying the principles that deals with what? Fractions. All right, and then so these ones here are rational, and then on the next page I have radical. So the ones that have a root there, they are radical. So we are going to solve these, all of them. Okay, we're also going to solve these, all of them there. All right, so when it comes to rational equations, okay, we have two types. We have linear rational equations and quadratic rational equations. So the type that you have, okay, depends on the arrangement of the variables in that rational equation. So you're going to see some of these here, they're going to be quadratic as we are trying to simplify it and solve. Some of them are going to be straightforward. They're just going to be linear. So for linear, we only find one value of x. For quadratic, we'll be finding two answers. Okay, so you're going to see as we'll be solving them. So let's solve the first one. So the first one is x plus 3 divided by 4 minus 2x minus 1 divided by 6 is equals to 1. So how can we solve this question? Okay, we just apply the principles of what? Fractions. So we first of all express this as 1, okay, as one expression by finding the common denominator here. So this is 4, this is 6. Okay, so the lowest common multiple or the lowest common denominator there will just be what? 12. So 4 into 12, it's 3 multiplied by x plus 3. And then I have the minus 6 into 4, it's 2 multiplied by the 2x minus 1, which is equals to 1. So now I expand whatever I have on top. I'm going to get 3x plus 9, okay, minus 4x plus 2, okay, over 12 is equals to 1. So over 1. So on top there, I can do like terms together. So 9 plus 2, that would be 11. And then minus, 3x minus 4x, that would be minus x over 12 is equals to 1 over 1. So from there, I just have to cross multiply. So any number that you see is over 1. So that's why I've put this 1 over 1. Okay, so this will just be, 12 is equals to 11 minus x. Okay, so I'll just get this minus x, take it to the left, this 12, take it to the right. So this one, the minus x comes to the left, becomes positive, is equals to 11. This positive 12 goes to the right, becomes minus 12. So meaning I'm just going to get what? Minus 1. So the answer there is minus 1. If you want, you can put it there. You're going to see that your left-hand side and your right-hand side, they're going to be the same. So let's try. So wherever there's x there, I'm putting minus 1. So there it will be minus 1 plus 3 over 4. Okay, and then minus, and then this one I'll put them in brackets because I have a minus there. It will be 2 multiplied by minus 1 over 6 is equals to 1. So this one will just be 2 over 4 because 3 minus 1 is 2 minus, and then in the brackets I'll have 2 multiplied by minus 1. That will be minus 2. Then minus 3, that will just be, minus 1 to be minus 3. And then over 6 is equals to 1. So this will be 2 over 4. Negative and negative, they give me positive. 3 over 6 is equals to 1. So this one here, if I divide 2 there, it is 1. 2 into 4, it's 2. Plus 3 there, 1. 3 into 6, 2. So this is just going to equals to 1. And we see that it's correct because half plus half gives you what? 1. Okay, so this answer there is correct. All right, let's look at the second one. Okay, so the second one, we have 2 over x plus 1 plus 3 over x minus 2 is equals to 1. Okay, so for such denominators, where the denominators are factors, because this is a factor here and this is a factor. okay? The lowest common denominator, okay, in such a case will just be the product of these two. So it will just be x plus 1 and then x minus 2 is equals to 1. Okay, this one I can put it over 1. So now x plus 1 divided into this, I'll just remain with x minus 2. So this will be 2 multiplied by x minus 2 plus x minus 2 into this, I'll just remain with x plus 1. So that would be 3 multiplied by x plus 1. So meaning that 2 multiplied by this, I get 2x minus 4 plus 3x plus 3 over, okay? So now here in the denominator, maybe I can expand this. So x multiplied by x, I get x squared. X multiplied by minus 2, I get minus 2x. And then 1 multiplied by x, I get plus x. So if I combine this, I'll just get minus x. Okay, and then 1 multiplied by minus 2, I get minus 2, and this is equals to 1 over 1. Okay, so on top there, okay, like terms together. So 2x plus 3x, I get 5x. Minus 4 plus 3, I get minus 1 over x squared minus x minus 2 is equals to 1 over 1. So cross multiply, I have x squared minus x minus 2 is equals to 5x minus 1. So take everything to the left-hand side. I have x squared minus x, okay, minus 5x minus 2 plus 1 is equals to 0. So this will just be x squared, okay, minus 6x, then minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, so we see that we get a quadratic equation. So simply meaning that we're going to get two answers. Okay, so there are several ways of solving a quadratic equation. Okay, we learned the factor method, the formula method, and completing the square. So we're just going to pick whatever method you are comfortable with. Okay, but here the factor method won't work because we can't find any two factors. Okay, that will give us a product of minus 1 and a sum of minus 6. So it's better here we just use the quadratic formula. So now remember the general equation of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So meaning the coefficient of x squared is our a, the coefficient of x is our b, and then the constant there is c. So from here, we see that a is just 1, b is minus 6, c is minus 1. So remember the quadratic formula is x is equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this will just be equals to x is equals to minus, the b there is minus 6. So careful with the negative there, plus minus, then the root of minus 6 squared minus 4, a is 1, c is minus 1, divided by, okay, 2 multiplied by 1. So this will just be 6 plus or minus the root of, inside the root there, okay, minus 6 squared, it's 36. And then minus 4 multiplied by 1, minus 4 multiplied by negative 1, positive 4. So that will be plus 4. So if I add this under the root, I'm just going to have 40. And then divided by what? 2. Okay, so if you want, the answers here will just be 6 plus the root of 40 divided by 2 and x, I should write O there, not and, O x is equals to 6 minus the root of 40 divided by what? 2. So if you want, you can end here. These will be your answers. Okay, but if you want, you can simplify this root of 40. So root of 40 is the same as the root of 4 multiplied by 10, right? And then I can distribute this root of 4. Okay, I can distribute the root of, I can distribute the root to the 4 and the 10. Okay, so this will be root of 4 multiplied by the root of 10. Okay, we did this simplification of SADs, okay, before we reached question 7. So this will just be 2 because the root of 4 is 2 and then root of 10. So where there's root of 40 here, I can actually put 2 root of 10. So meaning x will just be 6 plus 2 root of 10 over 2. So simply meaning 2 into 6, 3 plus 2 into 2 root of 10, just root of 10. Okay, and here it will be the same scenario. to be 6 minus 2 root of 10. I divide by 2, I get 3 minus root of 10. Okay, so those will be the answers. So if you want, you can write this. Okay, these two as your answers. If you want, you can write these two as your answers. They are both correct. Okay, so that was which question now? That was part 2. Let's do part 3. So part 3, we have 40 over t plus 2 minus t minus 1 over t minus 2 is equals to 2. So the common denominator here will just be a product of these factors. So t plus 2, t minus 2. T plus 2 here cancels out to just remain with the t minus 2. So now this 4t is multiplying this guy. So it will be 4t multiplied by t. I get 4t squared. Okay. And then 4t multiplied by minus 2, I get minus 8t. Then I'll say minus. Okay. Here, I have to be careful. Okay. Because there's a negative there. So I'll put square brackets. So t minus 2 into here cancels out the t minus 2. I only remain with this, which will multiply whatever I have there. So it will be t minus 1 multiplied by t plus 2. So we have to expand whatever we have there. So t minus 1, t plus 2. So let's expand this. So with t squared plus 2t minus t minus 2. So this will be t squared plus t minus 2. So this is what I have. Okay, so that's what I'll write there. So it will be 4t squared minus 8t minus, and then in the brackets, I have t squared plus t minus 2, okay, divided by. So now look at the denominator. That's just the difference of 2 squared. I can put this 2 over 1. So that's the difference of 2 squares. Okay, so when we are rationalizing, we said if you have such, these are also called conjugates because they are basically the same thing but with different signs. So how do you expand them? You just get this guy, you square it, and then you say minus, you get the second guy, you square it. So that will be 4. Okay, but if you want, you can do the step-by-step expansion, still going to give you the same ones. And then from here, we're just going to cross multiply. Okay, so here I have 4t squared minus 8t. This negative here is going to multiply throughout. So minus t squared minus t plus 2. And then I multiply by 1, I still get the same expression, is equals to. Then 2 multiplied by this, I get 2t squared minus 8. Okay, so like terms together. So it will be 4t squared minus t squared. This 2 comes here, so it will be minus 2t squared. And then I have 8t minus t, okay, plus 2. And then this minus 8 comes plus 8 is equals to 0. So what I end up with is 2t squared minus t squared minus 2t squared. Okay, I mean, this is 4. So 4 minus 1 minus 2, I just get 1. So that would be t squared minus, this one would be 90. This one would be plus 10 is equals to 0. Okay, so that's the quadratic equation that we come up with. So are there any factors for this quadratic equation? The answer is no. So meaning that my A will just be 1, my B will be minus 9, my C will be 10, and then I use the quadratic formula. So that quadratic formula now is in terms of t because I have t here. So I'll say t is equals to minus b, so the b is minus 9, plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4, a is 1, and then c is minus, c is what? 10. Okay, and then divide all this by 2a. So I'll get 9 plus or minus the root of. So this will be minus 9 squared, that will be 81. Minus 4 multiplied by 10, that will be 40. So that will just be 41 divided by 2. So this will just be, okay, t is equals to 9 plus the root of 41 over 2, or t is equals to 9 minus the root of 41 over 2. So these are the two answers here. So it can either be this one or that one. There is no problem. They're all going to work in that equation. All right, so let's look at part 4. So part 4, we have x minus 2 over x plus 2x plus 1 over x is equals to 5. So we can see here it's over x over x. So x is our common denominator. Okay, so x into there, 1 multiplied by that, still get x minus 2 plus here I'll still get 2x plus 1 is equals to 5 over 1. So this is x plus 2x. So that would be 3x. Okay, and then minus 2 plus 1, that would be minus 1 over x is equals to 5 over 1. So cross multiply, I have 3x minus 1 is equals to 5x. So meaning that 3x minus 5x is equals to 1. So that will just be minus 2x is equals to 1 divided by minus 2. I get x is just equals to minus 1 over 2. So that would be the answer there. Okay, that would be the answer there. And then let's look at part 5. So part 5, we have 2x plus 5 over 3 is equals to x minus 1 over 2 plus 7 over 6. So we first have to combine what we have on the right-hand side because we have two expressions there. So the common denominator here is 6. Add 2 into this one, it's 3. 3 multiplied by 3x minus 1, I get 3x minus 3 plus here 6 into 6 is 1. 1 multiplied by 7, I still get 7. And then here I still have 2x plus 5 over 3. Okay, so meaning that I have 2x plus 5 over 3 is equals to, here to be 3x minus 3 plus 7, that will be plus 4 over 6. And then from here, we're just going to cross multiply. Okay, or we can multiply throughout by 6. It's fine, but let's just cross multiply. So meaning 2 multiplied by, 6 multiplied by 2x plus 5, I get 12x plus 30 is equals to 3 multiplied by this, I get 9x plus 12. Like terms together, 12x, okay, minus 9x is equals to 12 minus 30. So this will be 3x is equals to minus 18 divided by 3 divided by 3, x is simply equals to minus 6. Okay, so if you want, you can get this minus 6, try it out in this equation. You're just going to see that the left-hand side and the right are going to be the same. All right, so if you are enjoying this video, okay, we have full solutions, okay, to the tutorial sheet where I got these questions from. So let me show you. Okay, so this tutorial sheet has 25 questions on different math concepts. Okay, we solved all of them from the definitions, converting recurring decimals to fractions, simplifying surds, rationalizing the denominator, sets on the number line. We solved all these step by step. How to solve simultaneous equations using Cramer's rule, Finch's rule. Okay, we solved all these questions. Okay, and the videos, they are available on our website. You can access them, which is discrete.learning.com. You can see there are 25 questions here. The last one is on partial fractions. We solved all of them. Okay, so you can access the full videos on our website. So just go to Chrome. Okay, just go to Chrome and you type in discretelearning.com. Okay, and it's going to take you to our website. So this is our website here. Okay, so on this our website we have different courses. So there's math, chemistry, physics, and biology. This can help you learn at your own time. So if you open math, for example, you go to the folder written as general mathematics. You're going to find topics, lessons, okay, summarized notes, tutorial sheets, and assignments, past test, quiz, and exam papers. Okay, so you can go to topic lessons here. You're going to find all the topics. So you can see from set theory, De Morgan's laws, sets of real numbers, rationalization, rational and irrational numbers, binary operations, modulus functions, radical functions, rational functions like the ones we are just from solving, partial fractions, binomial expansions, trigonometry, whatever topic that you want. Okay, so we have videos and we also have notes here. So whatever topic that you want to learn, you can simply come here and learn it easily and fast. Okay. Um, so we also have an app. You can go on Play Store, search for Discrete Discrete Learning Institute. So the app will come. So on the app, you can even download the videos and watch them offline. Okay. You don't always have to have bundles for you to learn. Okay, at discretelearning.com. So you can download them maybe when you go to a place where there's Wi-Fi, download them. And then once you are home or in a place where there's no network, you can simply access the videos. Okay, so it's a very good learning platform. If you go into tutorial sheets, okay, it will depend at the university where you are. So that tutorial sheet is for Mukua. So Mukua, guys, you're going to find it here. But if you want still the video solutions to that tutorial sheet and you're not at Mukua, you can go to this folder, tutorial sheets, our tutorial sheet and explain solutions. You're going to find it. Okay, so if you go, for example, to Mukua, if I enter there, okay, for the current intake, which is 2025-2026, you see that you have, okay, let's just wait for it to load. Okay, so you can see tutorial sheet 1, full videos are there. Tutorial sheet 2, full videos are there. So you can watch this from anywhere, okay, at your own time, even in your blankets, you can still be learning math. Okay, so you can also register for chemistry, biology, physics, whatever course that you want. All right, so let's continue with our solving questions. So we've done rational functions. We go to radical. Okay, so on radical functions, you can see that we have a square root, right? So meaning that when solving most of these radical equations, we are going to be squaring both sides. Okay, we're going to be squaring both sides. So let's start with the first one. So the first one, they're saying solve for x if you are given root of x plus 5 is equals to 7. So what do you do here? You're just going to square this side and also square this side. So if you square a square root, then it's going to cancel. So this and the root cancels out. Just remain with x plus 5, which will be equals to 7 squared. That will be what? 49. So x will just be equals to 49 minus 5. So x will just be equals to 44. So the value of x there is simply 44. If you want, you can replace the 44 there. You're going to see that you're going to find 7. Okay, so next is 2 root of 3x minus 1 is equals to 7. So now here, there's a common mistake that students make. So don't make the mistake, okay? When squaring, most students will just square this part and they will leave out these 2, okay? They will leave out these 2. So that will make your answer wrong. So if you're squaring, then everything that is on the left should be squared and everything on the right should be squared. So this square is going to be distributed to the 2 and to the root of 3x minus 1. So when it goes to the 2, it will be 2 squared, which will just be 4. And then when it goes to the root of 3x minus 1, it will cancel out with the root. So I remain with 3x minus 1, which is equals to 100. Because 10 squared is 100. So here I can just simply divide by 4 on both sides. So meaning I have 3x minus 1 is equals to 100 divided by 4 is 25. So this will be 3x is equals to 25 plus 1. So 3x is equals to 26, meaning x is equals to 26 over 3. Okay, so that's the answer there. Okay, so that's the answer there. We now look at the third one. Okay, this was the second one. So the third one is simple. So we just have the root of 5x minus 4 and then minus 3 is equals to 0. So I take the 3 to the other side. So it will be the root of 5x minus 4 is equals to 3. So squared. So if I square both sides, I have 5x minus 4 is equals to 9. So 5x will just be equals to 9 plus 4, meaning 5x is equals to 13, x is equals to 13 over 5. Okay, so that's how we can solve that question. Okay, so now let's go to part 4. Part 4 is interesting because I can see 2 square roots. Okay, so most of you will be confused there, but don't worry. I'll make sure I explain it so that you understand. So I have root of x plus 6 plus the root of x minus 3 is equals to 9. So now here we notice that we have 2 square roots on one side, right? Okay, so never have 2 square roots on the same side when you're doing radical functions. Instead, move one of them to the other side. Okay, so you can choose whichever you want to move. If you want to move this one, move it. If you want to move this one, move it. But you should never have 2 square roots on the same side. So I'm going to move this guy to the right. So I'll just remain with it. X plus 6 is equals to 9 minus the root of x minus 3. Okay, and then once you do that, square both sides like this. Okay, if I square this side, x plus 6, it's just what is going to remain because this one and the square cancels out is equals to. If I square this guy, this side here, okay, I've seen some funny things that you guys do. So when you come here, you see that the 2 goes to the 9, so I have 81, and then minus the 2 goes to the, the square here goes to this, and then I have x minus 3. And then you solve for x. No, this one is wrong, okay? So notice that here, everything, okay, in the brackets is squared there. So this part here simply means 9 minus the root of x minus 3 multiplied by 9 minus the root of x minus 3. That's what it means. No wonder there's a square there. So you multiply step by step. 9 multiplied by 9, you get 81. 9 multiplied by minus root of x minus 3, you get minus 9 root of x minus 3. Okay, and then again, this guy, okay, because I'm done with the 9, I've multiplied with the 9, I've multiplied with that. So now I'm multiplying this with the 9, I get minus 9 root of x minus 3. And then this guy, okay, you can see it's minus root of x minus 3 multiplied by minus root of x minus 3. So negative and negative, positive. And then root multiplied by root, it cancels out. So I just remain with x plus x minus 3. Okay, so simply meaning that I have 81. Okay, I have 81. Uh, 81 plus x minus 3 minus c. This is minus 9, so that is minus 18 root of x plus 3. Okay, what is 81 minus 3? Okay, so 81 minus 3, that would be 78 plus x. Okay, hey, what am I writing now? All right, let's put it here. So 81 minus this 3, I get 78. Okay, and then plus x minus 18 root of x minus 3. So you can see I have x here and I have x there. So if I take any of these to the other, it's going to cancel out. So cancels out, cancels out. This one comes to the other side. So it is 6 minus 7, 8 is equals to minus 8 root of x minus 3. So this will just be minus 72 is equals to minus 18 over root of x minus 3. Divide by minus 18, divide by minus 18. I get 4 is equals to root of x minus 3. So this is what I get here. So now I can easily solve x for x from that. So it's just going to be root of x minus 3 is equals to 4. So I'll square again. Square, square. So that will just be x minus 3 is equals to 16, which simply means x is equals to 16 plus 3. So x is equals to what? 19. Okay, so if you want, you can get this 19, put it there. You're going to see that the left and the right hand side are going to be the same. Okay, so done. Let's look at the last one. So the last one, I have squares on both sides, right? I have roots on both sides. So I'm just going to square. So root of 4x plus 1 is equals to x plus 7. So square this side, square this side. Okay, so the my roots disappear, so it is 4x plus 1 is equals to x plus 7. So it will be 4x minus x is equals to 7 minus 1. So this will be 3x is equals to 6, divided by 3, divided by 3, x is equals to 2. Okay, and we are done with the equations. Okay, so we've solved rational, we've solved radical. Okay, but if you want the full video solutions, they're there on the website. Okay, so we are solving all these other questions there. The videos are there, Cramer's rule. You can access them at your own time, at your own pace to learn whatever you want to learn. Okay, and if you have any questions, you're free to consult me. Okay, plus we also have live classes where we interact with you guys. Okay, all right. So thank you so much. This has been Tutor Solutions. Until next time.